Out.
Can you use it that? This is also called a cruiser.
Cursor.
When it's cursors, I hear cruiser.
Okay. So let's fold our hands. Let's start our class. Okay. We are gonna say Namo Harihantanam. Namo Harihantanam. Namo Namo Harihantanam. Namo Namo Loe Savasanam. Preso Panchanamo Karo Sava Pavapanasano. Manglanam cha savesim Padamamahai Mangalam. Okay, it is 7:30. And let's see how many kids are there. You are there, Ahan. Okay, there is Ira, Arohi, Abhiraj, Mima. There is Namya. There is Naisha, Stuti, and Tubhyam. And who?
I cannot hear you.
You can't hear me?
I cannot hear you.
Can everybody else hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Let me chat with Arohi.
Huh?
Okay. I think Arohi cannot hear me. I just asked her to even join again and check her mic setting. If there is anyone around her, help her out. Okay, let's get started with the class. So in the last 3 classes, we learned about Jeev Ajeev topic, and then we learned about, what did we start last week? What was the topic last week? Anybody remembers?
Jeevana Jeev.
Jeev and Ajeev was last to last week. What did we learn about in the last class? Does anyone remember?
Gatis.
Yes, Gati, 4 Gatis. How many Gatis? How many Gatis?
4 Gatis.
Yes, 4 Gatis. Okay. And can someone tell me the names of all 4 Gatis that we learned in last class?
I can.
Okay, let's see.
Manusya
Stuti, wait, Stuti, wait. Abhiraj is there, Naisha is there, Tubhyam also has his hand up. Okay, Stuti, you go first, then I'll ask other people.
Manusya Gati, Tiryansha Gati, Naraka Gati, Dev Gati.
Very good. Abhiraj, go ahead.
Manusya Gati, Dev Gati, Narak Gati, and Dev Gati.
Tiryansh Gati. Okay, Tubhyam?
Narak Gati, Yansh Gati, Dev Gati, and Manusya Gati.
What did you say second? Narak Gati and then?
Narak Gati, Dev Gati.
Yeah.
Dev Gati, Narak Gati, Yansh Gati,
Manushya Gati.
Manusya Gati.
And Tiryansh Gati. Say Tiryansh. Tiryansh. Okay. What is Tiryansh Gati?
I know Gati. Animal. Animal. Animal.
Animals. Okay. Animals, plants, all that comes in Tiryanch Gati. Tiryanch Gati has lot more souls in it than any other Gati. Okay. Tiryanch Gati is the largest.
That means Tiryanch Gati is the rarest one, right?
No. Tiryanch means there are more souls in Tiryanch Gati than any other Gati. That's what it means. What Gati?
The rarest Gati.
Rarest.
Rare.
Rare कैसे हुआ? Rare means that something that happens very less, not more. How it can be rare?
That means it's like cool, basically.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else wants to say four Gati names? Yes, Arohi, go ahead.
Manusya Gati, Tiryanch Gati,
Hmm.
Dev Gati, and Dev Gati. I mean,
Narak Gati.
Narak.
हाँ.
Gati.
Okay. So, so we learned about the. Okay, let me bring up my slides. Okay, just give me a minute. I think they are here only. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so in the Gati, the definition was that the particular state of any living being is called Gati. Okay, the particular state of any living being is called Gati. Okay, and what are those Gatis? Dev Gati, Manushya Gati, Tiryanj Gati, Narak Gati. We all know about that. Okay. So now let's move on. There are four types of Gati, and then here they said that when somebody is in certain state, how do we call that out? Meaning that if somebody comes to Manushya Gati and take birth inside the Manushya or human body, then they are called that they are in Manushya Gati, just like all of us. We are in Manushya Gati. For Dev Gati, if somebody goes from here and take a birth as a Dev in the heaven, then they are considered in Dev Gati. Now, if somebody dies from here and then becomes dog, cat, or any other animal, any insect, plant, then they are considered in they are considered that they are in Tiryanch Gati. And if somebody goes to Narak and takes the body, gets the body of the people in Narak, then they are considered in Narak Gati. Okay, so that is the simplest definition of this all four Gatis. Okay, so now there is a question. They're asking a question. Is it necessary to wander in these Gati? Why is it necessary to wander? Why do we, is it fun? That's why we do it? Or that's why it happens? Or like what? Why it is so necessary to wander in these four gatis?
We can wander to see what it looks like.
Because people wanted to see what it looks like. Yeah, curiosity. But the weird thing is that when you go from one gati to another, you don't really remember what the previous one was. So that kind of defeats the purpose, isn't it? Because when you go from here, you're not going to remember how the Manushya Gati was, right? Do we remember our past lives? Do we remember where we came from? We don't remember anything. We don't have a memory of it. Not like that. From which Gati we came from? Nobody remembers. Right?
We could come from Manusya Gati. We came from Manusya Gati because we're people.
We are in Manushya Gati currently. But where did we come from in the Manushya Gati?
Which Gati are the monkeys in?
Tiryanch Gati?
Oh, right. We were in Tiryanch Gati.
We were in. Okay, so the theory of evolution. That's what Ahan is applying there. Okay, because people were monkeys before, according to science. Then maybe we came from Tyrian Jagati. But that is not the question. The question is, why is it necessary to wander in this Gati? So the answer is that if you sin, meaning if you do bad things, or if you do pap, in other words, sin means pap, then you will have to bear its fruits. And what are the fruits? These gatis, okay, based on your actions, or based on what you do, whether you do punya or pap, or whether you do sin or punya. What is the punya in English? I don't know. Maybe good karmas. Whether you do good karmas or whether you do bad karmas, based on that, you will be given your next gati. Okay. So that is the main reason to wander in this four gati. Now, what are these factors? Wander means keep going to all these four gatis, from one gati to another. It's like a cycle. Nobody knows. No, there is no walking. We walk in our mind. Okay, let's talk about it later. Okay. What are the factors leading to a birth in each gati? What this question means is that what kind of actions lead to which gati? Okay, so there are certain kind of actions that might make you manushya in the next birth, and there are certain kind of actions that might make you go in hell, and there are certain kind of actions that might make you go in heaven because you did so good karmas. Okay, so we are going to learn about what are those things, what are the things that takes you in different gatis, based on what. Okay, are we clear up to this point? Any confusion? Any question? Okay, I think everybody is just clear on this. Okay. So, which sin causes which gati? Mithyatva is the cause for wandering in all gati. So, that is the main reason. That is the one reason that makes us wander in all four gatis. Okay. Right now, we are not talking about one gati. We're talking about all four gatis. So, what is mithyatva? It is like a delusion. Have you heard word mithyatva before? No? Nobody heard the word mithyatva before? You heard, Abhiraj heard, he said. Okay, who else? Let me see. How do you know all this stuff? How do you know? It's written here, Han. How do you know? Okay. So, mithyatva.
I
Yeah.
I think I know the meaning.
Who said that?
Priyanshu.
Yeah, Priyanshu, tell me.
Like lion?
Lying. You said lying?
Yeah.
Okay. Not quite. It's part of it, but not quite. Okay. So mithyatva is like father of all sin. Okay. It's like all the bad thoughts or all the bad karmas initiate from mithyatva. Okay. So if you think about all the sins as what do you call it, the train bogies. So in the train there is engine, and what are the other things called? Are they in India we call it like bogies or trailers? Not trailer. What do you call it here? Train carts. Train carts.
Compartments.
Huh?
People sit in. Compartments.
Compartments. Okay.
Train carts are where the people sit in.
Huh. Okay. So in the train, there is engine and then all these compartments, right? So let's think of it as like the engine is the mithyatva. it drives all the sin, and all the compartments are the bad deeds or bad karmas or kashayas or whatever you want to call it. And wherever the mithyatva leads all the compartment, wherever the engine leads all the compartment, like that, mithyatva leads to all these bad things. Does it make sense? So that is like father of all sins. Okay. I mean, in real, they call it like greed is the father of all sins, which is also true. But mithyatva is like even the father's father. It's like a grandfather. So all the bad thoughts, bad karmas, whatever we feel like anger, deceit, greed, pride, all those kashais, whatever we feel or whatever bad actions we do, it is due to mithyatva, the delusion. Okay. Why it is called delusion? Because when you have a mithyatva, you cannot think straight. You cannot identify the way the things are. You have to kind of remove the layer of mithyatva to see clearly. Okay, it's like when you are looking through a glass which is not very clear, then the images may not seem you won't be able to see what is on the other side sometimes, or sometimes whatever you see is not correct because your vision was not clear. Just like that, mithyatva makes it delusional. It makes you delusional. And that's why it is the main cause of wandering in all these four gatis. Okay. Now let's see what is the cause of manushya gati, or what actions leads to a soul becoming a manushya. So less arambha. Do you read this here? Less arambha. What does less arambha mean?
Can I read it?
Yeah, you can read it. This one.
Less less engagement in vanities of household and business, possessing minimum wealth and belongings, less lustful feelings.
Less deceitful feelings. Less entanglement in the activities of household and business means since we all have to live, we all have to have like some job which pays some money, or something that we have to do which in turn pays for our livelihood, meaning we have enough to survive, right? But some people just live for that. They just live for, earning more money, or collecting all the materials and the luxuries and stuff like that. And there will be some people who will be happy in less things. They will not have many things to live for, but still they will be happy. They will just have bare minimum stuff that are required to live or survive. Okay, so if somebody has less arambh, means if they are not really involved too much in these day-to-day activities, and then just does bare minimum stuff, and then the rest of the time they spend in, you know doing darshan, or understanding themselves, or meditate, or do samayik, or do puja, or do swadhyay. That is what less arambha mean. Okay, so what is less parigraha? Less parigraha means earning only as much as required for the livelihood, and not like keep collecting lot of money and like become millionaire, and um, you know just all the time busy in earning money, and not like really um, not really spending any time into spiritual things or the religious things, collecting all the luxurious stuff, luxury cars, houses, um, you name it, like in the house, you can have simple things, you can have luxurious things. So less parigraha means having less materialistic stuff. Okay. And then simplicity means less deceitful feelings, meaning they're very simple in living. They won't lie to people. They won't, what do you call it? They will not, they will not be having like two faces, say something in front of you and then say something else behind your back. They will not indulge into gossipings. So that is the simple living. Okay. So whoever does all these things means less aram, less parigraha, and are simple in their life, they have chances of becoming manushya in the next life. Now, this could be anyone. This could be any animal. This could be any manushya. This could be, I don't know if that can be narki because I don't think that will happen, but that this could be dev. So you can come to manushya gati from tiryanch gati, and you can come to manushya gati from dev gati. But I don't think you can directly come to manushya gati from narak gati. I think you'll have to have one or two births before you become manushya. But I'll check that if that is the correct fact. Um, So this is what is required to become Manushya in the next birth. Okay. Less aram means less entanglement in the activities of household and business. And less parigraha means less materialistic thoughts. Like if you have one backpack, that's enough. I don't need two. If I have one pencil, that's enough. I don't need 10 different ones. Right. If I have some set of toys, it's okay. I don't need a room full of toys, all the soft toys and this and that. Okay, so these are the some of the example of less
We
parigraha.
we have to get what we need.
Yes, not what we want. That's very true. Okay, so these causes are of manushya gati. Now, what causes the tiryanch gati?
Can I read it?
Yes,
Crookedness,
fraudulent behavior, fraudulent.
fraudulent behavior,
Mhm.
deceitful
Attitude.
attitude.
Hmm. So, what is deceitful attitude? Can someone tell me what is deceitful? Give me one example of deceitful attitude, if you know. Yes, Abhiraj.
Like a bad thing, like you're doing, like you have to, like a not good thing to do.
Hmm. Yes, it is not. It's not a good thing to do. Deceitful attitude means what? Like you are trying to cheat people. Okay, you are saying something in the on their face, and then but you don't really mean it. It's like um it's like if let's say somebody is trying to sell something which is not very good in quality, but to sell it they would say that, oh, this is really amazing, it does all these things and it can be really useful for you, but internally they know that they are cheating you, and this thing is not really that good, but they still line on your face. So those are the to gain either your money or your trust or your what, it could be anything, right? So um, that is kind of a deceitful attitude. Okay. Yes. Namya, you should not write on the screen. Okay. Okay, so crookedness. Crookedness is like doing weird things. And then fraudulent behavior is again, it will be the similar thing like cheating someone. You might have heard lot of incident where, people collect money saying that, we'll double it up, and then they just take money from innocent people and then just run away. Those are all fraudulent behaviors. Okay. So we should never do that. And there can be many more examples of that. So if you do that, then you become an animal in your next birth. Okay? So if you have a deceitful behavior, deceitful attitude. So that is the cause of Tiryanch Gati. Okay, remember, I will ask, what was the cause of Manushya Gati? Less Aramb, less Parigraha, and simplicity. These are the three things for Manushya Gati. Okay, and then what are the causes of Tiryanch Gati? Deceitful attitude, crookedness, and fraudulent behavior. So these are the three things for the causes of Tiryanch Gati. Now what is the next? Causes of Narak Gati. What makes you go, what makes us go in Narak? Hmm? So it is the completely opposite to what makes you go in Manushya Gati. It's the opposite of that. For Manushya Gati, it was less Aram. And for the Narak Gati, it's more Aram. Means somebody who is more entangled into the household activities, more, you know, more indulged into business, earning more money, day-to-day activities, how my status is outside looking, or, I earn so much, people should respect me, or just keep on doing all these activities to gain status or gain more money, or just to indulge in luxury. That is more aram. Okay, and more parigram
We
means
don't
you have,
need money, but sometimes we need money.
yeah, so we should just try to get enough for us to live, and not really indulge into it all the time thinking about, oh, I need to get promotion, I need to get on the higher position so that I can earn more money, and then I can be boss of these many people. More parigram means buying, keep on buying more things for yourself, lot of food, lot of luxurious things, lot of houses. You just need one house to live. You don't need 10 houses, you don't need 10 cars, you don't need uh you know 200 pairs of clothes. So that is lot of parigraph. You're accumulating a lot more than you actually can use. Okay. And then the crookedness. Crookedness means more deceitful feeling, means cheat people and then get something out of it. Rather, whether it's their trust or their money or something to get out of those people. We do all these deceitful things. Yes, Tuti, you raised your hand. You have to say something.
So we need money to buy things we need from the store.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes. So basically, it's not about not having money, it is about not indulging into it more. So, meaning just get whatever you need for your life to go smoothly. Use your other time to do meaningful things. Okay. These things are not meaningful. So these are the causes of Naragati, because the more Arambha you do, it makes you do more violence, it makes you do more Kashai, and then on because of that, you will have more bad karmas, and that will drag you into the Naragati, or drag all of us into Naragati if we do this.
If you're greedy, you only care about money and what you want, and you don't care about other people.
And it makes you selfish, right? Yeah. Okay. So that is the cause of Naragati. Now, what is the cause for Devgati? That would be interesting. So it says a calm.
Can I read it?
Somebody else wants to read it. Who wants to read it? Who did not read till now?
Didi Agam wants to try.
Okay, sure.
Akama nirhara. To
Mm-hmm.
bear sufferings unwillingly, having sanyama along with sanyam, asanyama, sanyama,
Restraint.
restraint, come non-restraint.
Hmm.
Saraga sanyama, following vows with attachments.
Hmm.
Tapa, following vows without understanding.
Okay, good job. So there are certain words that maybe I don't know, probably this is the way to write in English. The slides are not made by me, so but they're a little hard to read. So the first word here it says akam nirjara. Akam nirjara. So there is akam nirjara and akam nirjara both. Yeah.
If you do good deeds like not being greedy, but earn money, but you earn but earn money to get the things you need, and help and care and help someone, you can go to Dev Gati, and without even being greedy, you can be polite to go to Dev Gati.
Hmm. So when you have all your four kashayas in check, and that's what they are saying that akam nirjara means to bear sufferings unwillingly. What it means is that whether the situations around you are according to your wish or they are not according to your wish, in any case, you stay neutral, meaning if something is not making you happy or something you don't like, you
If
still
you
okay. So
should, if someone is not doing someone you like or you don't like it, you should talk. So you should talk to so they could stop, but so they could stop, and if they so you could tell them polite. So if someone is not being nice, you could tell them with politeness.
yeah, but then what happens even if you tell them and they don't listen?
You could, if they don't listen, you could ask someone, and you could both talk nice and polite.
But sometimes it's not possible. It's not possible to do that all the time. There might be people
If
who don't really
someone's
uh
not being nice
okay,
to you,
hear me
you
out, hear
should
me out, hear me out, hear me out. Okay, yes, Abhiraj, you have question? You have question, Abhiraj?
Yeah.
Hmm.
When is the class going to end?
It ends on 8:10.
And what time is it?
Yeah, 7 minutes. Okay, so let's get through it quickly. So akama nirjara means what? To bear sufferings unwillingly, meaning that you don't really try to change anything, but just go through it. So whatever is happening, whether you like it or not, you just go through and having Asanyam along with Sanyama Sanyam. Sanyam means restraint come non-restraint. What it means is that you have certain restrictions. So you live your life with the restrictions, meaning some you might have seen some people like they don't eat anything from outside, or they might cook all their meals on their own. They might fast more than other people. So all these things are to have that control over your body. Okay, and these are all part of the akama nirjara. It means what? That all your karmas that are coming to give you the fruits of it, whether it is good or bad, you take it and you don't complain about it. You don't try to change anything. Same is Sarag Sanyam, means following vows with attachment. So even if you are in the your home settings, that means you have attachment with all your relationships, like your mom and dad, or your husband and wife, or you have kids. So even being in the setting of the household, you still practice Sanyam, means you take certain vows and then you go through with it, meaning doing certain fasting and then doing swadhyay every day, being spiritual, reading books, meditate, doing samaik, all these things. And then bal tap means following vows without understanding. What it means is that fasting, doing the fasting, a lot of people do a lot of type of fasting like ekashan, upvas, all these are considered bal tap if you don't have correct understanding of why you are doing it. But regardless of that, since your actions are correct, these are all the causes for going to Dev Gati. Okay. So we learned all the causes of which action makes you go in which Gati. So for a quick repetition, Manushya Gati, for Manushya Gati, it is less Arambh, less Parigraha, and simplicity. Okay, for Tiryanch Gati, it is deceitful attitude, crookedness, and fraudulent behavior. For Narak Gati, it is more aram, more parigraha, and crookedness. And then for Dev Gati, it is Akam Nirjara, Sarag Sanyam, and Baltap. What is it? Akam Nirjara, Sarag Sanyam, and Baltap. Kam Nirjara, Sarag Sanyam, and Baltap. I'm repeating because these are little bit tough words. You might not be able to get it in one time. So Akam, Sarag Sanyam, and Baltap. These are the three main causes for Devgati. Yes. Now, any questions from anyone?
Uh, what is for Manisha Kante? Can you show me again?
Okay. No questions so far. Is this topic little bit hard for you guys?
No. Miss Swarupa.
Hmm?
So, I think I forgot.
You forgot? Okay. Anybody else wants to say anything?
No.
Is this hard?
No.
No. You guys all completely know all the causes of which gati, which things takes you to which gati?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask next time.
Miss Swarupa,
Yeah.
Naragati and Tiryanshagati are almost similar.
How is that?
So, like some Naragati has crookedness,
Hmm.
and Tiryanshagati has crookedness.
Yeah, that is just one thing, right? Crookedness. Hmm.
Yeah.
There are two more things.
And fraudulent behavior,
Hmm.
and more like, and Well, they're not. They're like little similar.
Little similar. See, of course, it has to be little bit similar because as I told you, right? Mithyatva is the engine. So if your engine is the same, of course, it's gonna take you into similar directions. I think it is just the intensity which is more or less. Okay. And then we just give it the different names to identify it, like what kind of actions. But at the end, it is all mithyatva only that makes you go through all the makes you go through all the gatis. Okay, Ira, you have question? You raised your hand.
It's kinda hard.
I'm sorry.
It's kinda hard.
It's kind of hard. Okay. Okay, we'll repeat it enough so that it doesn't seem hard. Okay. Okay, any other question before we say goodbye? It's already 8:10.
8:11.
It's 8:11. Oh, we are 1 minute overdue.
Ooh, I'm crashing.
All right. I'll see you guys next week. Okay. Think about all the gatis and which takes you in which gati. Okay. What action takes you in which gati, and then we'll talk about it in the next class. Till then, Jai Jinendra, everyone.
Bye, Ira. Bye, Ari. Bye. 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 Bye.